Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy K Brady Thoughts, back with another video with my thoughts and opinions about sports. So I'm back with another video. So we're gonna talk about HBCU, and we're gonna talk about why Jackson State right now is the most hated in HBCU football and the historical Black college football community. Not to say other teams hate them, or you never know. Is the HBCU community building jealousy, envy? All right, now coming off of a game 26-12 defeat against Alabama State, Jackson State won that 26-12. And at the end of the game, Eddie Robinson Jr., when Deion Sanders, this happened 7 days ago. You can look at I'm pretty sure everybody knows it by now. You can look back at the video clips and the highlights when Jackson State head coach Deion Sanders, aka Primetime, tried to dap up and hug your boy Eddie Johnson Jr., he tried to embrace. Like, you know how you dap somebody up, but then you try to bring it in like a bro, like a hug, like how I'm trying to embrace y'all right now. You feel me? He gave him that stiff arm. He gave him that hand, like, back up. We ain't getting that close. Then, of course, Deion Sanders pushed his hand out the way, like, what's up? Why you doing me like that? Why you trying to play me like a little boy? We won. Give me my respect that I earned. And, you know, in the press conference, Eddie Johnson said, I'm swag. He not swag. I'm swag. I don't know if he's trying to say I'm swag because I've been here longer than you, because I've been in college football as a coach, historical Black college football as a coach longer than you. You know what I mean? But, you know, my question is, why is it envious? Not envious, but why do you feel that way? Now, I can see Eddie Johnson's point, and I can see Deion Sanders, Coach Sanders, that is. No Deion Sanders. We got to respect him. Coach Sanders and Coach Robinson point. You know what I mean? And the next video, I'm going to talk about how, and this is kind of embarrassing, I'm going to talk about how the Jackson State football just blew out Bethune-Cookman. So not only did Jackson State blow out Florida A&M in the beginning of the season, right? But then they blew out 48-8. They blew out Bethune-Cookman in Duval County. So I'm going to talk about that in the next video. Like I said, stay tuned. I'm going to be consistent. And this is me. This is K Brady, a new man with a new plan. So, yeah, right now, you know, Jackson State, the Coach Sanders, aka Coach Primetime, been doing this thing. They undefeated, as far as my knowledge, looking at the games. They've been doing well, doing good. And, you know, his son Sanders, you know what I mean, throwing the ball really well, got that Heisman arm. Hopefully he can be a Heisman candidate. Like I said, they're doing what they're supposed to do. And, you know, Sanders is bringing awareness to HBCU, especially last year. You got to give Sanders his props. He knows what he's doing from the jump. He's doing videos, motivational videos, making them become more and more well-known. This is the most, and I repeat, I'm going to say this for the people in the back. This is the most, I would say, publicity, most views, and most eyes and attention that HBCU college football has gotten, and I don't know when, and probably the first in history. When have you known HBCU football being well known, except like in Florida, Bethune versus FAMU? And a lot of people may not even know about that, only except for the alumni and black people and black students. You may only hear about Alabama versus Auburn more than you hear about FAMU and Bethune. Some of those games don't even be on TV. Not even some, probably none. The only time you see HB coming up, me as a kid, I don't know about anybody else, but me as a kid, the only time I seen HBCU football games was in the beginning of college football. And then after that, that'd be it. Or unless they playing against a major team that we already know that we're going to lose anyway. They probably won't even upset that team. Sorry. What I mean by that is, either, for me, I'm talking about my point of view coming up as a kid. Coming up, I only seen HBCU games on TV when it was the beginning of the season, or if they was to play against a big powerhouse team like UNC or like a Miami Hurricanes. I remember FAMU. That's the only time I see FAMU on TV, when they play the Miami Hurricanes. Now they don't even play the Hurricanes like that no more. Or they'll play another powerhouse team like, let's just say they'll play against, I don't know, South Carolina, or they'll play against you know what I mean, or Clemson. A small HBCU will play a powerhouse team, or in the beginning of the season. That's the only time that they'll be seen on TV. Or back in the day when BET had that segment, when they specifically used to just show love to HBCUs and then show the game. But that was a long time ago. I was a little itty bitty baby. That is done. They don't even BET don't even do sports coverage like that. I wish they would bring it back. That would help. But like I said, the point of this video is why so much hate? Why so much envious? I mean, they winning. I guess they hate you when you winning, huh? They hate when you winning. But when you losing, hey, what's up? How you been? You been good? Hey, better luck next time. You know what I mean? You know, like Eddie Coach Robinson for the Alabama State, his perspective, why he didn't, embrace Deion was because he felt like he didn't get the proper respect from Deion. He felt like Coach Sanders was being disrespectful by walking around the whole field, going through his players in their end zone while they was practicing. Coach Robinson felt like Sanders was talking about him throughout that week before the game. Coach Robinson just felt like Coach Sanders was disrespecting him. You know what I mean? But Deion Sanders, Coach Sanders, aka Primetime, he felt like I never was disrespecting Robinson. Coach Sanders felt like, he had his reasons. Coach Sanders said, I didn't shake your hand before the game because we came extremely late. I walked around, Coach, which I didn't even know about this. Coach Sanders, aka Primetime, said the only reason why I walked around the whole field through your players until I walked to my side with my players was because that's my tradition. I love to walk around the field. Even when I was in the league, I would walk around the whole field until I get to my side where my team is. That wasn't no disrespect. But Robinson, you want to talk about disrespect? Coach Robinson for the Alabama State football team, you want to talk about disrespect? What about the disrespect that your players shown? And guys, when I mean disrespect, go look it up. Look up the footage. Alabama State versus Jackson State and search up pregame. Matter of fact, search up Alabama State players talking trash to Coach Sanders. Now, I already expected the fans to boo Coach Sanders. I'm not surprised. Now, when Coach Sanders first came into the HBCU as a coach, everybody was showing love because Coach Sanders was bringing awareness to HBCU. As soon as Coach Sanders said, I'm going to become the head coach of Jackson State, I didn't know how big an impact it was going to be. But then again, though, it became a big impact because you got to remember, Coach Sanders went to Florida State. He played with the big dogs such as San Fran, Atlanta Falcons, and he won championships with the Dallas Cowboys. So he has connections from the NFL. And he got connections with, like, you can say, you know what I mean, television networks that showcase college football on a national TV level, right? So he brung that to HBCU. You know what I mean? He brung TV deals. As soon as Coach Sanders said, I'm going to coach Jackson State, people like, oh, Primetime, you coaching college football and it's at HBCU. All right, we'll bring our cameras. He brung the cameras. He brung the notoriety. He brung the popularity. He brung the not only views, but you get what I'm trying to say, guys. Deion Sanders, since Deion Sanders became a coach of an HBCU, he brought not only his connections, but he brought views, popularity, and publicity. Because now people want to see, oh, why would you coach at HBCU? Oh, how is she gonna do at the college level? And it's at a like I said, and it's on the college because he coached high school football, but he took another step by saying, I'm gonna coach college football, but I'm gonna coach at HBCU to represent my people. So now, like I said, his name holds weight alone. So people said, well, you know what I mean? And then what you got to respect about Coach Sanders put up his own money. Well, nah, not even that. Coach Sanders played it smart. I wouldn't even say he put up his own money because he put up his own money to renovate Jackson State, you know what I mean, football facility. But his sponsorships, he used his sponsorships money. He used the money that I'm pretty sure he got from different networks and said, I'm going to renovate the football field and I'm going to renovate the facility. You know what I mean? And he put up the money to say we should have our players' names on their backs. When you look at other HBCUs, they don't even have their own names on their back. And Coach Sanders made a good point. They play for their name. That's the littlest thing you can do, put the name on their back. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. What I'm trying to say is why my man Coach Sanders got to get so much hate. Like I said, when he first came in this game, everybody was showing love because, like I said, he brought awareness. He brought, like I said, popularity and notoriety to where, you know, like I said, now you see HBCU football on TV, mostly because of Jackson State. Every time a Jackson State is playing, I think it's safe to say that they got a TV deal because of Sanders for Jackson State. Now, other teams, of course, you don't see them on TV like that. But even though, you know what I mean, other teams don't got TV deals like that, it's still at least one HBCU team got a TV deal, I'm assuming, because not every time an HBCU play another HBCU, which is Jackson State playing against another HBCU football team, hey, now they can be on TV. Now those kids can get their shine on. You know what I mean? Whether they win or lose. So then, depending on how the other team is playing, hey, that HBCU can get a TV deal, can get more time on TV, more publicity. But what I'm trying to say is now, they looking at Jackson State like how they was looking at, you know what I mean, Miami back in the 80s and 90s. We don't want y'all winning. You know what I mean? We don't want y'all to be the only well-known HBCU. We don't like that. And it seems like they not liking that. You know what I mean? I understand. Of course, you're not going to root for the other team. That's obvious. I won't root for the other team either. You know what I mean? It's one thing the fans is booing, but Coach Robinson, you need to check your players if you're watching this. Them players, I won't even say young men, but boys with boy mindsets. I understand, you know what I mean? We all talk our smack, we all talk our ish, we all, you know what I mean, want to let them know that we ain't playing, you coming into our house. But this was a homecoming game. The way the other team players acted when Coach Sanders was walking, saying, throwing F-bombs, throwing B-bombs, calling them the N-word. It's one thing the players talking trash to each other. But you take it as far as to disrespect the coach and call him out of his name. And this is from our own people, not to play the race card. But you don't do that. You don't disrespect the coach. The coach is a man. Now you can try to disrespect and try to talk down on another player from an opposing team because now it's game time. But you don't ever come at your mouth and disrespect a coach that earned his way. That's a Hall of Famer and that was in your same shoes in college football trying to make away from his family. You don't ever do that. And Coach Robinson, no disrespect to you, my brother, but if you watching this, check your players before you try to check another grown man that already got his players in check. Because we didn't see Jackson State disrespect the coach. We didn't see Jackson State call Robinson out of his name. We didn't see that. So Coach Robinson, that was wrong with your players. And maybe he is going to check them in private. But that was foul, man. You don't do that. And to those players for Alabama State, y'all not men. Y'all little boys. And this is not to me coming off tough, but that was wrong. You never ever disrespect a coach, a grown man, in his face, calling him. I heard one player said you and it's one thing you say F the team, but then you say F Sanders and you B-A-N. If you know what that means, I ain't gonna say it. Just use your common sense. B-A-N. You know what I mean? Saying F you as he walking, let the man walk through. But you ain't got to disrespect him. You can feel however you want to feel. And it makes you wonder, do other team players feel like this? Like I said, this is heightening up, you know what I mean? HBCU football is showing intensity. It's showing black college football intensity. Now, of course, Jackson State is a target. But some of these teams got to step up. Come on now. Like I said, Bethune-Cookman, y'all get blown out in y'all home state. 48-8, that's not a good look. So the question is Jackson State now becoming the most hated? You know what I mean? Now they don't want them to win. It's safe to say that because, like I said, Coach Sanders, you know what I mean? He's a well-known Hall of Fame player coaching a team. And look at not quick, but look at the turnaround. I didn't even know who Jackson State was before Coach Sanders coached that college football team. So, like I said, it's Jackson State football. Are they the most hated? You know what I mean? But like, comment, subscribe. And as always, love, peace, and happiness. Peace. It's K Brady Thoughts. And please, guys, subscribe to my videos. I want this video to have at least 20, 30 to 40 likes and 50 to 60 to 80, maybe even 100 views, y'all. Let's keep this thing going. I'm not stopping. This is going to be a non-stop. And it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. I know I don't have many subscribers, but I'm going to keep going. So love, peace, and happiness. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.